Guadalajara, Mexico. I did my high school there. And then I went on and I got a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and then a master's degree in civil engineering. You can tell I like engineering. And then from there, I went on and got married to my beautiful wife and had 3 daughters. And one daughter's here, Elisa. One right now is in Texas. The other's in Oregon. So they're all pretty busy. And so we came to Diamond Bar after living in La Puente for 10 years. We came into Diamond Bar in '99. And we've really enjoyed Diamond Bar ever since. You know, it's really a friendly environment. You really look at it, and it's sort of a mixing pot that it has all types of ethnicity. And so it really has been a good place to live. And I have been involved with several activities, which is I've coached many soccer teams for my daughter for AYSO, and then also we did Taekwondo for 5 years, and I'm currently doing yoga on the side. So that's kind of the fun stuff that I'm doing on the side. And then basically what I did after getting my master's, I went into aerospace for 5 years and didn't quite like the aerospace industry because ultimately that was intended for weapons and so forth. So I wanted to look something a little more environmentally friendly, and I got into the water industry, and I've been doing that for 16 years now. Part of that career has been to design systems for treating water, and then I've gone into water treatment plant, which I currently work at the Metropolitan Water District in Laverne, which is called the Weymouth Treatment Plant. We distribute water to Southern California, and we have tight regulations on the drinking water, and so we have high standards from that perspective and many other perspectives there, and that including management of personnel. We maintain the facility to ensure that we're up and operating 24 hours a day. As part of that, I've become a emergency incident commander, and what that means, if we have an event, an earthquake or something, I would set up within a room and stage certain tasks for certain people to ensure that the water can keep filtration and go through the distribution system. And so that's very important. Part of my job is resolution of issues, and I feel that the resolution of issues that I've dealt with at work also applies in the city council. Basically there you have a group of 4 council members and then also the mayor that you have to be able to resolve issues, discuss them. We're all going to have different point of views, and that's the same in this room. We're all not going to agree on one issue, but we got to be able to talk about the issues, resolve them, and then go forward and make it effective, get it done. And so that's part of the campaign also. You see certain things that I bring up that I myself and most of the committee members do believe in. Some of those issues you may not agree with, and I respect that. And that's just part of life. And I believe that that's the beauty of it, that we can all work together and get to the ultimate goal. And so continuing on here, I had mentioned that I was concerned with Diamond Bar's direction. I say that when you focus at where we were and where we're going, I really want to see responsible development. If you take an example, the NFL stadium, I know there's a lot of people who want the NFL stadium. If we were to have the NFL stadium, I really expected a little more responsibility from our city council members here in Diamond Bar to address the environmental issues. They were, in my viewpoint, they were swept under the rug, and this just railroad this thing through. And I use those words because that's the way it felt. Things went quickly, and they just pushed them through. Everything was signed in closed doors, and from their viewpoint, everything's fine. From my viewpoint, everything's not fine, because it sends us a couple messages. One message is that there's a lot of money involved, some donations from outside entities, and I think we all know from what direction that was coming from. I think big money in our government's a big problem, not only in Diamond Bar, but in a lot of other cities. Currently, the donation limitations are that we really don't have any limitations. You can get unlimited donations to our city council members, and I really think that's wrong. We shouldn't be able to receive $100,000 toward your campaign. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm on a shoestring budget, because I really am. My budget, I'm trying to get by with just $6,000 on my campaign, and it's doable. But focusing back on the limitations, if you look at some of the other cities, there's the city of San Jose. They actually passed a resolution to enforce campaign limitations. And here's a couple quotes. It says here, without campaign limitations, there's a greater likelihood of public corruption. The California Fair Political Practices Commission concluded in 2008 report that independent expenditure committees, which are not subject to contribution limits at the state level, had dramatically undermined California's campaign finance laws and thwart the will of the people. And I believe that's really true. It goes down to several other cities. You got the city of Irvine, who recently passed campaign limits of $400. So what that means is anybody who wants to contribute, they're entitled to do that, but they could only contribute $400. So when that happens, let's say everybody contributed $400 to my campaign today. Well, that would be nice, huh? But what I'm saying is I wouldn't be influenced to Dave here or Lucy because she gave me $400. I'm limited on who's giving me that money. Now, if Ed Roski here is sitting over here in this chair and he gives me $100,000, then, and if I accepted it, I would feel that I owe him something. And so that's part of the problem that we're having here. And I feel that's part of what has happened here in Diamond Bar. I'm saying part of it because perhaps there were some issues that we don't know about that they agreed on. I don't know, but it just doesn't look right to me. And so that's one of my big items that I am pushing for is campaign reform. And that's really for the future of Diamond Bar. It'd make it a lot cleaner, everything on fair ground. And then also Santa Clara is also lobbying to do campaign limitations. I wanted to go over a few of the projects here in Diamond Bar.